Greetings, my friends and visitors alike. Today I am going to give you what I call the PB Challenge. That would be the Primitive Baptist Challenge. You know, for many years now it's been kind of the in thing to be part of a charismatic church or very progressive type church. And I think for a lot of us that became very shallow after a period of time because it wasn't very doctrinally sound in many areas. Oh yeah, there must have been lots of emotion and excitement, and we had all those repetitious songs that we were kind of hypnotized into singing, but the old hymns with the content and the doctrine, all of that was gone. It was just all contemporary. Well, my challenge for any and all is to return to the good old paths where the doctrine is solid and the worship is true, and so I'm going to read a scripture to begin with, and that scripture is going to be out of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 6 and verse 16 says, "Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein." And of course some are of that opinion. So if you're ready for a challenge, I would exhort you to study and find out what the Primitive Baptists teach. I'll go to a church myself that constituted in 1808. It's still going strong, the Flint River Primitive Baptist Church outside of Huntsville, Alabama, every Sunday at 11 o'clock Alabama time, that's Central Time. You could see a message preached by Elder Winslet, and that's on the Flint River Primitive Baptist Church Facebook page. It's live. Another thing, you could check out what's called the marchtozion.com. I'll post that in the description below. And also the Flint River Primitive Baptist Church website, which is flintriverpbc.org. Some recommendations I would have. Here's a book that you can find on the site March to Zion. There are books on there, there are videos on there, and it's called Questions and Answers. There's a lot of good stuff in here, all biblically sound, and so that would be my challenge. You know, for many years, I never even knew what a Primitive Baptist was. And when I started to study the scriptures, which I didn't do for many years, for, 30 years. I mean, I read the Bible and listened to teachings and things like that, raised as a Roman Catholic, and in 1973, in the time of the Jesus movement, started listening to teachers about being born again, the Armenian message that you would have heard in any Billy Graham crusade. And I left the Catholic Church and became part of that movement, that experience. Well, I was genuinely a Christian, but doctrinally many areas were not very sound, and they didn't get very sound for many years till after I retired and started to really look into the scriptures and be, as it says in the scriptures about being a Berean, and actually looking at the scriptures to see if what is being said is so. You'd find that in Acts, I believe it's 17:11. All right. So I'm going to post this. Here's a picture of the sign here, the historical sign that's outside of the church. I do this from in front of the church, but it's too cold today and too windy. So I want to give you the challenge. find out who the primitive Baptists are and what they teach, because you will find rest unto your souls, because they are teaching solid biblical doctrine. And we are not Calvinists. We do agree with a lot of doctrine that may be called Calvinist, and of course when we start to teach some of the things that we do, many would label us as Calvinists, but there are some marked differences between us. Primitive Baptists came to the United States in probably like 1701. So we've been around a long time. We're not very big, we're not very fancy. We're very family-oriented, very biblical, and truly seeking the Lord and all that He has for us in this life and, of course, in the next. Bye-bye. God bless you. And take the challenge. Find out who we are, what we teach, and join us on Sundays and check us out through the week. I have a website that you can, or not website, it's a YouTube channel. There's probably 40 some odd videos on there. A lot of things to listen to and watch. All right. God bless you, and bye-bye.